I am Tessa-Marie and welcome to the Morning Blessing. Today is August 7th, 2024, 7:59 a.m. And how are you feeling this morning, Stacy? How are you doing today? Hi, Colin. Good morning. Need to chat with you later. Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing? Hi, Georgie. Hi, nephew. Hi, my Shilly Lily nephew, Gabby. And how are you guys doing? It is better today than it was yesterday. So, good morning. Thank you, wonderful human beings, for being here. Good morning, Stacy. Hi, Lorna. Good morning. How are you guys doing? How are you feeling? It's the feeling that matters. So, are you feeling good? If you're feeling good, celebrate. Say, yay! Raise your hand and celebrate. What is making you feel amazing, beautiful, and spectacular? It's 8 o'clock. So, let's get the show on the road. Okay. Today is a wonderful day. You're alive. And are you afraid of change? Are you? If you are, look up. If you are, go outside and look up. If you are, go outside and look up. If you're afraid of change, come back in, then go back up and look out again. We cannot control change. It must. It has to. We have no way. Oh, I have to check because we can't see who is coming in. Stacy is doing wonderful. Lonnie's good morning. I'm feeling amazing today. Drinking turmeric tea at my. Hello, Christina. How are you feeling this morning? Hi, Loretta. Wonderful humans. Come on, guys. Are you afraid of change? When the change comes to you, do you look at it and duck? Well, then, you haven't seen the sky. You haven't looked up lately. I need you to make it a habit every day. Even if all you can see when you open your window and you didn't go outside, let's say you live in an apartment and you cannot go outdoors right away. But if you stand on your balcony, if you have one, and look up and see the sky, look at it well. Look at the time and look at the sky. See what's happening in the sky. See how the sky looks. And realize if you go in and you come back out in 2 minutes, it's going to be different. And yet, we are afraid of change. As a young woman, I worked in the Ministry of Education at Bay and Wellesley. And I had women that were older than me in there. And it would be their birthday. So today is the birthday. And they would say to you and say, happy, oh yeah, wait until I turn 30. Wait until I turn 40. It's like they're going to fight this thing. But it doesn't make sense. It's not going to stop because you don't like it. So why are we afraid of change? What do you think happens when I turn 80? In 2 years? I don't give a fuck. Sorry. I don't give a damn. They'll take me off the show soon. I really don't care. I do not care what happens when I turn 80. What I care about is what is happening now, like swearing when I shouldn't. But I did it already, so it's gone, right? It's different. The energy has left. So we have to look at life and realize that change is something we have no control over. Because every morning, no matter what time you wake up, look up to the sky. Just look up. What's going on out there? Look it up. Look at it. See what you can see. Look at the formation of the clouds. Look up. Take it in. Take it all in. I know that is a silly thing to do, but at that moment, you are in the moment. You are in the now. You are right in it. You look up and you let your eyes sweep the sky. Like your eyes sweep. Just your eye sweep the sky. Do it and open your mouth just a little so you can absorb it. Because it is going to be different in 1 nanosecond. And yet, we are afraid of change. So do you know why we humans are afraid of change? is because we're never taught to be in the moment and to realize if the universe changes and we live as energy in the universe, therefore we should accept the changes happening to us mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, financially. Change has to happen. That is what it is. The only thing that is constant is the thing that goes around and around and around. The world is going to spin on its axle whether you are here or you are not here. It's going to spin whether you are going to be this or that. Remember that song, The Age of Aquarius? Is that the song? The universe, something about the universe will spin, or I can't, it just came and it flipped over. Yes. The universe is going to show up every day how it wants to. So why do you want to show up every day, but you want to be showing up like somebody else? Why? You know already that that position is taken. That's why there's somebody else. So you have to look up and realize you're going to change. You can never stay the same. And accept the change. Accept it, ladies, that there are little hairs on our chin. Accept it that we have to pluck them. Good morning, Peter. Now, how are you feeling this morning? We have to accept who we are. That change is going to happen. It's inevitable. We cannot be afraid of change because it's only when we embrace change that we end up living life in the moment. We miss things. Good morning, Narita. How are you feeling this morning? We miss a lot when we are afraid of change. Look up again. Look up at the sky. So when I went outside, you guys know I'm outside at 4:30 in the morning looking up at the sky. Today there were stars. Stars galore. Lots and lots of stars. I know for sure yesterday we didn't have stars. We had clouds and a thick atmospheric pressure on those who suffer with headaches. They were complaining. It was a different day, a different moment. And that tells you, although last Wednesday wasn't like this Wednesday. So we know for sure there is change. But when we are experiencing the change, that's wonderful to hear, Rita. Hi, somebody, Zebra Joffin, good morning and welcome to the Morning Blessings. You didn't wander here, you came because there's something you need to learn. So here you are, look up and do not be afraid of the change happening for you, inside of you, outside of you. Because the sky, the universe is changing every nanosecond. So all these beautiful stars, 4:30, I look up, it's dark, it's quiet, it's only me and some stray animals functioning. And I looked up. But when you look up at the sky, take it all in. Good morning, Yuko. How are you feeling this morning? Take the sky in. The only way you can take it in is to do the thing that you open your mouth just a little. It's like you're breathing in what you're seeing. And that is when you find yourself in the now, in the moment. And if you practice that by looking up at the sky, you will learn to be in the moment better. Trust me, I know it works. Even if you have never done it before, even just for that one time, you look up and you hold your breath, but your mouth is open and you're breathing through and you're observing. Your eyes sweep the sky. Don't turn your body. Get your eye to sweep the sky and take it in. As long as you could do that, that will last less than a minute. So when you train yourself every morning to look up at the sky, before you go to sleep, also do that. It is going to be something you will forget. It's not something you're accustomed to doing. But again, there's change in your mind, so you're not remembering to do this. It's okay. You're changing, like the sky. But you're still as beautiful as a starry night. Remember that. Look at the sky at noon, when the sun is overhead. you have to put glasses on or sunglasses on, something to look at it. And realize that you too are shining as bright as that sun. Then realize there's going to be cloudy days. The cloudy days was like yesterday. I hadn't slept well because Kylie was making so much noise. So anyway, I heard her. But yesterday I took the day and I did not do much. I didn't feel well. I didn't even have my meeting with Yuko. But I just kept on doing what I know is great. It was a change. That's not like me. And I found out why. But you have to look up when you do not have sufficient sleep. Like I get 7.5 hours of sleep and it works fine. But because Miss Muffet was being Miss Muffet, I fell asleep later. So when I woke up at 4, it was shorter time. That drains you. But that was a change. Did that change happen to hurt me? Or did change happen to teach me? That taught me something. That for sure, what I know for sure is that I have to have 7.5 hours of sleep. It's a change. But it didn't hurt me. It made me stop to think. So that's why when you have change, or you see the sky at noon and the sun is hot, realize you as hot and as sparkling as the sun. When you see it in the nighttime and it looks mystical and it looks secretive and it's hiding itself, you too have that mystical, calm evening in you. You are just as beautiful as those 3 times. The starry night, the starry morning is beautiful, but there's a starry night. You can just see the sun peeping through. And that is to remind you, hey, you are okay. Be not afraid of changes. You cannot fight what it is that's happening. Because it's not happening inside of you. It's happening outside of you. The change that you experience because of somebody maybe sick or die or something happen, it's okay. It's a change. You look at the change and you accept it. What now? You know, look at the formation of the clouds. Look up. Take it in. Take it in. Take it all in. The sky is never the same. The sky changes every second, yet we expect our life to be the same. Even when we have a horrible life, even when we're in a horrible relationship, even when we have a horrible job, even when the supervisors are painful, we forget that it will change. We forget that. It just changes because you have to keep being you. So do not be afraid of change because you will miss the opportunities to let your true self shine. If somebody is mean to you, that doesn't mean you have to go back. Is that natural for you to be nasty? If you are a person that share, I love to give and share. But because somebody does not reciprocate, does that mean I have to be like them? Come on. I have to be me. The sky doesn't say, the sun clouded me up yesterday. The sun doesn't say the clouds came and I'm going to get them, I'm going to burn the clouds. No, it just does its job. Stars are supposed to shine at night. So at 4:30 it's dark. Some stars have gone to sleep. But some of them are saying, I'm going to stay up until the sun comes up. And that's what we have to realize. The bad and horrible experiences we are having in our life, that is not going to be the same. You do not have to go back and bite that person's head off. You have to be you. Do not be afraid of the changes that happens when people are nasty. That is what it is called. That is their gig. That's what they have to do. So remember that when we spend time in the now, we will see that it changes. The now changes. It just moves. It's windy, and a second later, the trees are not moving, like nothing. They're standing still. All of that is there for us to remember. All of that are there for us to see. But we're not in the moment. We're so far. I'm going and fighting and pulling back. I don't want this. I don't want to be cheated. I don't want this. Deal with it. So you're driving your car and a hair is sticking out of your chin, ladies. Put a tweezer in your car where you can access it. So at the next stoplight, you pull it out. It's a change. We never had chin hair before, but now we have it. Change. Can we stop it from coming? No, it's going to come because that's its responsibility to show up. Just as it is your responsibility to show up to do the things you desire to do. So some days we come here and there are 25, 30 of you passing through. Some days it's just 9 of you. But that will never stop me from doing it or telling you, wait. Ask Stacy and those of you who come at exactly at 7:59. The minute it's 8 o'clock, the show is on the road. That's my responsibility. So the change from high to low should not stop you of staying in the moment, in the center, and be yourself. Somebody treats you badly, or they say something to you you do not like. That shouldn't stop you from being the true person you are. Because you are that person. So do not be afraid of change. And because they change, you get mean. They were your friends before. And today they don't care. And maybe, just maybe, is that you're so bright that you dazzle them. Remember that. They need to put shades on to see you. And keep doing your best, even when people are telling you your best is not enough. Be yourself and do your best. When we spend time in the know, we will see that it changes. If we accept the change in things, why are we not accepting the change that happens for us? We accept the change. You know how we accept the change? If we paint our walls, we buy new furniture when they break down, we fix things that are broken in our surroundings, we take our car for tune-ups and stuff like that. So it's because there's this on it, objects are not moving. Like we have to propel them to where we desire them to be. So we are going to make sure we accept that they're changing. Something breaks down, they say, oh, well, you've had it for 15 years. But then you don't want to accept that you're going to be 80, Tessa-Marie? You don't want to accept that? Do that. Stay there. And worry about that. Stay there. And make yourself sick over your age. And guess what? You'll still end up being 80, girl. That's just how it is. The sky changes every nanosecond. So accept who you are. Talk to your body in the way you want it to go. Because really, it belongs to you. You are in it. It is a shell. So why are you letting the shell keep you back? Have you ever seen a snail? It is slow. But when it wants to come out, it finds its way out of its shell, doesn't it? Huh? Those of you who have children, women, when they were time to be born, whatever it is you were doing, they still came out. So many lessons to let us know we should not be afraid of the change that we're experiencing. It's happening all around us, for us. The thing is, when we start looking at changes happening for us, as changes happening to us, we think it is beating us to death. No, that is a bad way to think about change. The change is happening for us. The only way we can take that change and embrace it is to be in it. Go towards the change to see what is in there for you. Because it's happening for you. Do not get angry because the car won't start today. Maybe, just maybe, it's happening for you to avoid traffic. Maybe, just maybe, it's happening for you to avoid hurting yourself, something else. So take the moment now and question it. Why is this happening for me? When you get the for you, it's the gift to move to the other part, right? But if you see it coming to you, it looks dangerous and scary, and you do not want to have it. But take the time and ask yourself, why is it happening for me? Let me look at it. Why is it changing? Why am I hurting? You have a bad hip, a bad leg, a bad shoulder. That's something that's not functioning like it did 30 years ago. How many cars have you bought in 30 years? How many beds and linens have you bought in 30 years? Change. You accept it there, but you don't accept it here. Because you haven't looked up to see that nature changes all the time. And everything has energy. So look up and recognize the change in the sky. And see what happens. Just try it. Because you need to really know what is going on. Embrace the change you are experiencing. Because when you embrace that change, you are embracing life in the moment. Some changes, like I said, is a painful waist, a hip, a leg, a knee, a shoulder, a chest, or this. But if you take the time to embrace it, it's like you open and say, what is going on in here? What is happening here? Why am I experiencing that? Let me check to see what it is that's happening for me. And do not be afraid if you have to change something. If you have to stop being as you are when you see a change coming, embrace it. It has to happen for my good. The universe does not fight with the sky because it is changing. Have you seen anybody sending bullets at the sky to get it to only be sunshine? No? Or not to snow when we want to go somewhere. But maybe instead of driving the car in a snowstorm, it might be wise to take the bus that day. Change. We resent change in our children, but they are unique. They were specifically created to be the person they are today. And no matter how much we can try to nurture some qualities into them, nature always wins. Remember that. Everybody has qualities that are natural to them. This is their nature. Sometimes we observe it. And we might say to ourselves, to our friends, even to them, hey, you have so many of your father or your mother's qualities. We see them. But we want to break the tree and build it again. We can't. So we can nurture good qualities, but we cannot change nature. We cannot change the sky. We cannot change the direction of the wind. We can't. We cannot change the season. And yet, it's not always going to be a season of that we know. It's a change. In June, we had rain. July, a lot of rain. It's not normal, but it's a change. Because what we knew before was that June, July, and August, there's less rain than April and May. But this year, things changed, didn't it? More cloudy skies. Last year, in January, we went 21 days without seeing the sun. 21 days. Sometimes on a January morning after a snowstorm, you need you need shades. Because the snow and the sun on the snow is blinding you. You can't look through it. Change. But that year, it wasn't. It didn't stop us from being here today. Remember that. All the rain that fell in June, July, and even August already started with more rain than normal, did not stop us from being who we are in this moment of time. But yet, we're afraid. We are concerned about a wrinkle on our face. We are concerned about a blemish on our hand. We get angry at what they call age spots. Who named them? It's change. It's changing. It doesn't have to have a name. Oh, I don't like these age spots. Well, we'll get over it. Because it's not going to go away because you don't like it. And that is what we must remember. Do not be afraid of the changes that are happening for you. We need to embrace changes that are happening for us. We can do things to make them more comfortable if they're uncomfortable. But yet, we still need to accept them and do not be afraid. What did Elizabeth Taylor said when they asked her about facelift? She said, every wrinkle on my face, I earned them. I do not want to change them. She accepted it. She was a very beautiful, beautiful woman to look at. They said her eyes were like violets. And she had what they call a beautiful face, what is called an oval face. That is a sign of beauty. But yet, she accepted her age. She couldn't stop herself from aging. And when she was asked to do whatever, she said, no. Every wrinkle here, I earn it. Everything that you're experiencing, stop complaining about it. Accept it. Because there is going to be change in your life. Embrace change. That doesn't mean, though, you do not make things to make you feel good about it. That doesn't mean that if you like makeup, wear the makeup. If you like perfume, put it on just because you can press the flipping bottle. You do not have to wait for the emperor to come for you to put perfume on your body or cream on your face. You are embracing the moment and enjoying where you are. But if you make yourself look like you're starving to death or you're the pauper of the world, there is no gratification in that. Then why did you go forging for all that success? If you're going to go your best because things are changing. I remember having gone for a walk with a friend, come home. And about 30 minutes later, another friend called and said, Tessa-Marie, you want to go for a walk? I said, sure. My husband looked at me, but you just came. And I said to him, you know what, Brian? I do not want to have the experience of sitting and not able to go for a walk and remembering when I turned down going for a walk with Janet. So I'm going to go. And I went. I experienced that. So do not be afraid of the changes because they're coming. What makes us more afraid of them is because we did not embrace them. We weren't in the moment. We didn't see that the universe that supports us changes. And yet, when we are experiencing a change that is happening for us, you see that three-letter word, for. Please do this for me. You know, we ask people to do things for us. And sometimes things comes for us to stop and embrace them. And that's why it is important to accept the change. Do not be afraid of changes. Are you afraid of it? Change your paradigm about it. Shift your paradigm. Realize that if nature, that powerful nature, is changing, what can happen to you? You're changing. I'm changing. We're all changing. And if we worry about it and make those changes stop us from being in the moment, guess what? We're losing. We're missing the magnificence of each day. Look up. When you're done here, if you're indoors, look up. If you're going for a walk, Stacy, look up. Arita, open your window, look up, see what happens, Christine, when you look up. Then maybe sometimes today, you know what? Look up, Georgie, and see if things are the same. And Lorna, just be in that moment. For all of that, you go look up and pull that energy that's happening for you. Look up. So when you cannot open a jar that you could open last year, realize it's a change. Guess what? They created tools to help you to continue living. Embrace that too. So look up. Do not be afraid of change. Recognize that nature changes all the time, and you should too. So when a change comes, change it. Take the change. Take the plunge. Jump in. A net will appear. Have a great day. So, how are you guys feeling today? Let me see if those of you that are here with still. I'll look at. So, come on, Tessa-Marie. Hi, Christine and Stacy, Arita, Yuko, Georgie, Colleen, my nephew, Lorna, and Loretta. Wonderful people. Let me see what you guys said about this. So, how are you feeling today? Yuko, happy Wednesday, feeling wonderful, she said. My joy is being me. Thanks for reminding me. That's it. Love the moment. Love and see where you are. Thank you for that. Amazing vitamin of the day from Stacy. That was great. Thank you. Thank you, Rita, Christina. Thank you, Tessa. Have a wonderful day. Thank you, wonderful ladies. I'll see you guys later. Take care. And look at the sky. Just for once. Look at it. And see what you see. Write it down and see if you'll see it in 10 minutes, because you won't. Remember that. It changes. Have a great day.